Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the PG-13 horror comedy sequel Happy Death Day to You hitting store shelves, along with the wrestling biopic Fighting with My Family, the action drama Cold Pursuit, as well as the 1998 Godzilla is getting a 4K upgrade, and Mill Creek Entertainment is releasing a Blu-ray of John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars, plus much more. So let's go in, see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright everybody, we're in this area of Walmart, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Happy Death Day to You for, well, they don't have a price over here, guys, for the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. They also have the DVD as well for no price also over here. And Bob and I did a movie review on Happy Death Day to You. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I will also put a link down below in the description for you guys to check out our thoughts on the movie. We also did a really cool skit at the beginning of the review, which I'm really proud of. I think it's really funny. I really like that skit quite a bit, so definitely check out that review, guys. And we really liked this movie a lot, guys. It was a really fun horror sequel. We loved the first movie. We think the first movie is really very inventive and creative and really original and still brutal for PG-13, and we were really anticipating this one, and honestly it did not disappoint, guys. We were really happy with this one. We really liked it quite a bit, and it's not as good as that first movie. I think that first movie is better, but I still think it's a solid sequel. I like how all the characters come back. I like how it's literally like the very next minute or two after the first one ends. I like that. I like how it plays with time. I like how it plays with sort of the sequel rules. I think it's a really fun sequel. I really do. I really had a very fun time with this one a lot, guys. I think you guys would definitely really enjoy it. Honestly, if you like the first one, definitely give this one a chance. It honestly is really cool, guys. Definitely worth your time for sure, man. Definitely give it a look over here. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray of Valentine the Dark Avenger for, again, no price over here, guys. They also have the DVD as well here. And I heard this one was coming out, but I did not know much about it. From the Ashes, a Hero Rises. That's kind of interesting. Don't know much about this one. To save her city, she will have to accept her destiny. It kind of actually looks cool. It kind of almost looks like a movie that maybe the CW would do or something. Some sort of like avenging, like sort of hero from like the CW superhero universe. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. Unless it's a much more darker film. It kind of looks cool. It looks like one of those like B-list heroes though. Yeah, I'm not really too sure about this one. It looks interesting, but it could be kind of shitty too. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Valentine the Dark Avenger. It looks kind of cool though. It might be worth actually checking out. I like the cover art though. She looks badass. Put it that way. She looks badass. Definitely looks kind of interesting to me. Let me know what you guys think of Valentine the Dark Avenger. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Fighting with My Family for, again, no price over here, guys. Sorry. They also have the DVD as well over here. And Joe and I did a movie review on Fighting with My Family. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put another link down below for you guys to hear our full thoughts. And oh man, we were really looking forward to this one. It was such a blast watching this movie, man. It's such a great story. I'm not as much of a wrestling fan as I used to be back in the day, but I like good like wrestling biopics. I like movies that are very inspirational, and this is a very fascinating true story about this woman who grew up in a wrestling sort of family household of people who were trying to work their way up, and she finally made it, and the struggles that she had to deal with and everything. Such a really inspirational and really fantastic movie, and a really great comedy. A lot of funny moments here. The Rock is great in this. Vince Vaughn. Not always the best at comedy as of late, but he really kills it here. Really awesome. I really liked him in this one a lot. Yeah, man, you know, it's not as intense as something like The Wrestler or anything, but it's a really great, inspirational, true story that I really, really enjoyed, guys. Very well done here. Definitely give it a look if you haven't. Very, very good as well. Cover's a little generic, but not bad, though. Definitely give it a look, guys. Fighting with My Family, not bad at all. Then over here they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Backdraft 2 for, well, again, no price here, guys. I hate to say it. I ended up actually watching this on Amazon Prime for the Out and About. And the reason why I watched it, guys, was because I was kind of curious. I really loved that first Backdraft movie. If you remember, I think last week I showed you guys that they came out with Backdraft on like 4K or something. And how much I really love that movie and how it's a great sort of movie about heroism and, you know, firefighters and everything and the sacrifices they make. Such a wonderful movie. I was really not sure about a movie many, many years later for them to try to accomplish something that was even half as good as Backdraft. And not gonna lie, it's not as good as the first Backdraft. I mean, not nearly as good, but I will admit though, I actually kind of enjoyed the movie. I thought it was an okay sequel. It's not terrible. It's not a dumpster fire or anything. It sort of picks up with like Kurt Russell's son many, many, many years later, all grown up. He's a firefighter and he has to solve this case of arson and, you know, the stuff that he deals with about his past and trying to figure out this case. And it's not a bad movie at all. It's actually kind of pretty decent, honestly. But it can't live up to the first film, but I doubt it was ever going to. It's still really good and still worth checking out, guys, but honestly, yeah, I was not as a fan of it as much as the first one, but I will admit, though, it was a really solid sequel and much better than I was even thinking. I thought it was going to be, honestly, really terrible, but it honestly really surprised me, guys, and something I honestly think you should check out. If you're mildly curious about it, I think definitely give it a look. I don't think you guys will be disappointed at all. I honestly was not. Kind of shocked, honestly. They also have, over here, they have a Backdraft 2 movie collection on DVD. They have Backdraft and Backdraft 2. I honestly... See, I don't know whether it's worth it or not, because Backdraft is on 4K, and you can pick that up just as easily. And Backdraft 2... I don't know if you want to invest the time in getting the 2-film set if you're not going to be a fan of the second one, you know what I mean? You kind of have to watch the second film before actually delving into buying this one. I mean, it's cool that they have it, but honestly, I would invest in the 4K of Backdraft and maybe rent Backdraft 2 and see what you guys think. It might be worth it if you're a fan of both of them, but, you know, definitely give Backdraft 2 a look before buying this one. But kind of cool that Walmart has it. Then over here they have the Blu-ray DVD of Triple Threat for, well, there is no price yet again. Keep on with these no prices. And I saw this one on Amazon Prime, guys. I kind of wanted to check this one out because I had heard a lot of really interesting things about it. So many people here, man. You've got Michael Jai White, Scott Adkins, Tony Jaa, so many other ones, man, who really just martial arts and badass motherfuckers. And honestly, it's not bad, man. It's pretty decent of a movie here. Basically, it's about these sort of soldiers who are breaking out this one like assassin guy, and they burn and torch down this village, and it's this one guy's village, and he survives, and he's going after the people that killed his loved ones and the entire village, and about his revenge on them. I honestly quite liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. I thought the action was pretty kick-ass here. I thought all the guys actually got a really good moment of action and badassness. I thought everyone did a good job here. You know, usually some of these ones are bottom of the barrel. They're not really great movies. This happens to be really good, guys. I honestly really enjoyed this one quite a bit. It's a good sort of martial arts film. It's a good badass movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one quite a bit, guys. Yeah, I would... Honestly, if you like a lot of these sort of actors, a lot of like cool martial arts flicks, yeah, I would give it a chance, guys. Yeah, I honestly would. Not a bad one, honestly. Had low expectations, but I was pleasantly surprised by Triple Threat. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have Another Shot, the DVD here. Film based on a true story. I've not heard of this one at all. A Second Chance. Talent wins games, teamwork wins championships. Stephon Marbury teams up with a group of courageous young professional basketball players in China. I haven't heard of this one. It's almost like a documentary or a movie based on some guy's like life with like this team with these players in a basketball team. It looks okay. I'm not a big fan of basketball. I like some basketball movies, but not a ton of them. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this one, guys. It looks interesting to me. But again, I'm not big on basketball movies too much. There's a few that I like, but yeah, not so much. Well, it looks interesting though. If you guys know anything about Another Shot, let me know. Could be good. Another Shot. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the least of these DVD right here with Stephen Baldwin. A true story of sacrifice and forgiveness. After the social fabric of life in the rural 90s. It doesn't look bad. It looks like an average sort of drama. Doesn't look at anything like, amazing or anything. Looks kind of okay. Average at best. It seems like these Baldwin brothers are doing a lot of like this straight to DVD work. It feels like they're doing that. I mean, I'm glad they're getting work, honestly, but yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would ever watch this one, guys. It seems like a cool premise if you're into these type of dramas, but for me, I would probably pass though, guys. Honestly. It doesn't look bad though, but yeah, just not for me. And the last thing I'm seeing over here, guys, is they have the Blu-ray digital of Apollo 11 right here as well. And I heard about this one. I heard that's a really great documentary about the event of the Apollo 11 and the sacrifices that all of these astronauts made, and all of this really cool footage that they found, and it was just this huge event. And I heard this is a really great documentary, and I have to check this out at some point. Like I told you guys before, I really like some of these sort of space exploration movies, some of these documentaries. I really like some of this stuff quite a bit. And I gotta tell you, man, from everything I've known, it's such a fascinating event, this sort of Apollo 11 and all the effort it took to get there and to the moon. And it seems amazing here. And the fact that they found this 65 millimeter footage is amazing, man. It's gotta be absolutely phenomenal, man. I honestly really do want to give this one a look, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Apollo 11. But I heard it's really, really cool though, and I definitely gotta check it out at some point. It looks really awesome. It honestly really does, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Other than that, like I said, they have no like prices for any of this stuff, man. No prices whatsoever for any of these items. I'm kind of shocked. Usually they do have prices. Yeah, but I mean, it's cool that they have somewhat of a decent selection, better than last week, but no prices. No, not too bad though. All right, let's head out. So I found out the reason why there's no prices on any of the stuff and why it was all the way up front instead of being in the back over here is because they're actually doing a huge, gigantic reset of the entire electronics department here at Walmart. So all of the physical media, all that stuff is getting moved around and changed. I have no idea whether it's going to go smaller or whether it's going to stay the same. I have no idea. I guess this is going on for another week and a half or something. So it's going to be completely different, completely changed. And this really nice older lady who works here at Walmart, the manager told her not to put out any of the new releases this week, but she was like, you know what, I'm still going to put stuff out because people want it, so I'm just going to put it out. So thankfully for that nice old lady, she actually did put out the releases. Unfortunately, she said there was no opportunity to put out any of the amounts on any of the price stickers. So, well, sometimes it happens, guys. But at least we had some decent selection here, better than last week. No exclusives, but a decent amount of stuff. But we now know why there's been a lack of selection, guys. They have not been able to put any stuff out because they have literally been doing a reset, guys. That is the main reason why. So we'll see what happens with this reset in the future. In the meantime, not bad selection here. Could have been a little bit better, but not bad overall. Let's head to the next location and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. Now, it was actually really cool to see at least more physical media than we saw last week at Walmart. And I kind of saw how they're setting it up, at least the beginnings of it, and it looks really weird. It looks really odd to me. I don't know how it's actually going to work out exactly with their setup. I mean, time will tell. We'll see in a week or two how the setup actually looks, and maybe it'll be improved. Maybe we'll like the older way. Who knows? I just know a lot of stores are redoing their physical media sections and making them smaller or limiting them like Target did. So I don't know where Walmart's going to fit in the equation here. We'll have to find out and see. But in the meantime, you know, with Target here, I'm looking for the new releases. I'm looking for a couple things that I know I didn't see over at Walmart, like Cold Pursuit and a couple other titles. Outside of that, I don't think this is really the week for exclusives, but you never know. I can always be surprised, guys. So let's head into Target and see what goodies we can find. All right, everybody, we are in at Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Cold Pursuit for $24.99. The DVD over here, oh, actually, sorry, this is the Blu-ray DVD and digital, my bad, for $19.99, and the DVD for $14.99 right here. And Nick and I did a movie review on Cold Pursuit. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below for our full thoughts. We liked it. We didn't love it. And I think the reason why is because it's a decent action movie. We like Liam Neeson. I think the problem here is that he really is getting too old for this stuff. You know, when he did The Commuter, he said, oh, hey, this is my last one that I'm doing, and it's my farewell to action movies. And we're like, okay, it's not terrible, but it's not bad either. And then a little while later, well, here comes Cold Pursuit. Liam Neeson kind of feels tired, and it feels like he can't do as much as he used to. I mean, I get it, but he really needs to get out of that game. I mean, to be honest with you, though, I mean, overall, it's not a bad movie. I mean, the comedy here is kind of cool. It kind of has a little bit of like a death count for every time he kills somebody, which is kind of cool as well. And there's some cool, interesting, like, deaths here. I like him being in the cold, and I like the plot of him having to avenge his son's death. And there's a lot of cool stuff in the movie. I don't know if it was well done exactly, but it was a fun, decent time to watch the movie regardless. It wasn't bad, though. I would honestly at least have you guys give it a look if you're at least a fan of Liam Neeson. Not bad, though. Then over here, guys, I am seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD and digital of Fighting With My Family for $24.99. And, you know, I used to be a huge fan of wrestling back in the day, probably from 1985 to around 2001, 2002, around there. And I sort of stopped watching wrestling because I saw where it was going. It wasn't going in a really great place, I thought, guys. I was like, it's not as good wrestling-wise as it used to be back in the day, so I left. So I didn't know this chick's story. I had no idea what her story was about, so I was really fascinated about it. And I just love these movies about wrestling. Now, not all are great. Like, there's a movie like Ready to Rumble with David Arquette, which, cheesy as it is, I'm not a huge fan of it. There's other ones, like I said, The Wrestler, which is really good as well. And there's some really great wrestling documentaries out there. There's one that I used to have on VHS a long time back called Beyond the Mat, which is fantastic, man. A really great one about some of these wrestlers and their struggles with addiction and the pain that they go through wrestling. Really fascinating stuff, guys. I I used to like wrestling. I don't know if I would get back into wrestling, but a movie like this honestly does kind of make me at least want to check it out again. I really loved it so much. It was just a really great inspirational movie and just a really great story overall that I really connected with a lot. Definitely worth checking out, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have Valentine, the DVD for $9.99 right here. You know, some of these B-movie sort of, or I should say B-level superheroes, some of them are really good and some of them kind of fail. I don't know where this will land exactly. I mean, it looks interesting. It looks kind of cool. I like the design of the costume, and I think it's the bad guy. The bad guy looks kind of badass. But again, it feels very CW-like, and that's not a bad thing. I haven't really checked out much of the CW stuff before, but a lot of people tend to like it, so if it kind of equals that, then maybe it'll be good. I mean, definitely let me know what you think, guys. Kind of on the fence about this one. Then the next thing I'm seeing is they have Triple Threat, the Blu-ray DVD for $14.99 right here, guys. And I've kind of stayed away from some of the movies that feature some of these actors because I've asked you guys in the past on the other Out and Abouts. I said, well, what do you think about this one? And a lot of you guys have told me a lot of those movies suck. So I've stayed away from a lot of them. But this one just seemed kind of interesting to me, and I wanted to give it a chance. And again, I was not disappointed. You know, the Expendables of the martial arts world, yeah, I'd probably say that. You know, it doesn't have everybody in the martial arts world that I would want. I mean, you know, you want a Jackie Chan in there, you want a Jet Li, but, I mean, outside of that, I mean, these guys are really kick-ass. They do a fantastic job in the movie. And to truth be told, it's probably better than at least a couple of the Expendables movies, at least 2 and 3. The first Expendables, I'm kind of a fan of, but not really. 2 and 3, not so much. This is probably better than at least those two. I think it's a lot more badassness, and I think it's better action as well. That's just my opinion, guys, but definitely if you're a fan of some of these martial arts guys, definitely give it a look, though. Really, really good, man. Then over here I'm seeing the Blu-ray digital of Never Grow Old for $16.99 here. Something we didn't see at Walmart with Emile Hirsch and John Cusack. What is this one about? Archery, greed, murder, weapon to girl. It looks okay. The plot seems okay. Kind of interesting to see John Cusack as a bad guy. But, God, what happened to John Cusack, man? Damn, man. He used to be a fantastic actor. He used to be in some really fucking awesome movies, man. What happened to John, man? He just let himself go, dude. He's doing all these straight-to-DVD and Blu-ray movies, and that's not to say they're bad. I mean, I like John Cusack, but, man, he could be doing so much better, man. I don't know. He looks really haggard and just, God, it's a real damn shame. I used to love John Cusack. I mean, I still do, but these ones, not sure about this one. I mean, I still like Emile Hirsch. It could be cool. I'm not a huge fan of the Wild West stuff, but maybe it could work out. But damn, man, it just makes me long for the better days of John Cusack. You know what I'm saying? Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Happy Death Day 2U for $17.99, I should say. And you know what? When I talked about Happy Death Day, when that got released a while back, everyone was saying, well, PG-13 horror sucks, PG-13 horror is bad, blah, blah, blah. And I had to reiterate to people that there's a lot of really great PG-13 horror movies, man. There's a lot of stuff from the 80s and the 90s, which was really great PG-13 horror, man. A lot of really great stuff that was PG-13 back in the day, and maybe you don't remember that it was PG-13. I believe The Ring was PG-13 as well. Drag Me to Hell. I believe the first Insidious was PG-13 as well. There's a lot of really great horror films that are PG-13, and I feel like you see, with any sort of thing, there's a lot of bad that you have to get through in order to get to the good stuff. So there's a lot of really crappy PG-13 films out there. So I feel like like people have seen so many bad ones that they forget about the good ones. Definitely go back and do like a search on Google or IMDb or something about PG-13 horror. You'll be surprised how many really great ones are PG-13, man. But this one was really great, and again, I really do love these sequels that sort of pick up right where the last one left off, like a Hellraiser 2, or oh man, like even like not non-horror, like Back to the Future 2 or something like that, which this one does sort of ape off of a little bit. It's still a really, really great sequel, man. Like again, I think the first one came out of nowhere and I think was more inventive, but this one though was highly anticipated, and I think honestly it didn't disappoint, guys. I would definitely recommend this one. Other than that, that seems to do it for Target, guys. Not bad selection this week. All right, let's head out. No, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's actually really good seeing Target carrying some really good physical media this week. We saw two titles that we did not see over at Walmart, and pretty much almost the same selection that we saw over at Walmart as well. So they were definitely keeping up, which was really great as well. Again, no exclusives. I kind of figured as much, but yeah, this week was not the one for exclusives. At least I didn't really think it was going to be, guys. But other than that, not too bad here. Usually some pretty decent selection overall for the most part. Sometimes not so much, but this time was definitely a nice surprise for sure, guys. Alright, let's head to the third and final location and see what we can find. All right, everybody, we are at our third and final location, the Beast Best Buy. But before we do, I wanted to talk about a couple of trailers with you guys. The first being, of course, I got to talk about It Chapter 2. The trailer dropped. Now, if you guys watched the review that Bob and I did for It Chapter 1, it's on the movie review playlist. You can definitely go and check that one out. We love the movie. We thought it was great. We just loved everything with the story with the kids and Pennywise, and it was just really intense and scary and emotional, and it was a really great movie. Now, we're heading into the adult story, and the adult story has always been the lesser of the two. You know what I mean? Even in the book and the TV movie, it's always been the lesser of the two. And I think the reason why is because it's not as scary, or, you know, you see the vulnerability of kids, and that's what affects you more than the vulnerability of adults. And so they have a lot of work ahead of them to make it scary, to make it effective. And, you know, I do trust them because it's the same team behind the first chapter, and they've got a great cast behind them. The cast looks phenomenal. The same actor coming back as Pennywise, so there's a lot here that I'm hopeful for. At the same time, I'm hesitant because, again, it could be screwed up. It could not be good. It could be less scary. It could be a goof. You just don't know. But the trailer, though, I do like the trailer quite a bit. I do like the creepiness of the old woman when the lady goes and talks with her. I like the images of Pennywise. It seems like they're delving into a little bit of the origin of Pennywise as well. It looks like they're going for that. I don't know whether that's true or not, but they're definitely looking like that's where they're going. There's a lot of weird and really crazy crap that goes on in the book as far as like the stuff with the adults happen, and I don't know whether they're going to do it or they're going to hold back. I have no idea. I'm really curious to find out, because again, I love that first movie, but just because you love that first movie doesn't mean the second movie is going to be as good. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens. So I'm definitely interested in the movie. I want to see where it goes. So yeah, I'm definitely on the ride and definitely going to be seeing It Chapter 2. Definitely let me know what you guys think. And the second trailer is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. And I am sorry, there is only one Mistress of Evil, and that is the Mistress of the Dark, Elvira. Sorry, Maleficent, you just can't touch her. But, you know, I knew this was coming out, and I saw the first one in the theaters, and I liked it well enough. I thought it was okay. And I thought it was a cool little, like, different take on Maleficent. It was a cool, different, you know, like, going into her origin and how she became evil. And I I like that aspect of it. I thought it was unique and interesting. I thought Angelina Jolie did a good job, to be honest with you. But, truth be told, I left the movie thinking I don't think we need another one. I'm like, that's fine. It was decent. It was good. I enjoyed it well enough. Why make another one? But here we are. They're making another one here, and I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I'm interested in it, but I feel like this is almost a cash grab. Like, people like Maleficent enough, it made enough money at the box office. I feel like it's a cash grab. Like, they're like, what else can we tell about Maleficent that we, haven't really mined yet? And that's kind of what it feels like, guys. Angelina Jolie could be really good in the movie. It's cool to see Michelle Pfeiffer as sort of the queen. That looks really cool as well. I don't know where any of this is really going. And like I said, it could be a cash grab. It honestly could be. But to be perfectly honest with you, it feels very unneeded. And there's a lot of Disney sequels I find that feel very unneeded. They feel like movies that, the studio just said, hey, yeah, that movie made money, so yeah, let's just throw more money at this adaptation and see if it works. I could be wrong. It could be a phenomenal movie. It could be fantastic. It could really enhance the first film in a major way. But for right now, I'm going to say that this one might just be a letdown. Again, the trailer looks interesting. They got that Season of the Witch music playing. Again, I like Jolie as Maleficent. I thought she was good in that first movie, but it feels like maybe she's just doing a cash grab for this one. I hope I'm wrong, guys. I really do. Definitely let me know what you think of it. The trailer looks okay, but again, it's going to be a gamble because some of these Disney sequels, they're not always the greatest, guys. But definitely let me know what you think. And in the meantime, let's head into the Beast and see what they have in store for us this week. Alright, everybody, we are in at Best Buy here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital steelbook for Peter Jackson's King Kong for $19.99 right here. And I think this also got released this week as well here in steelbook form, I believe only at Best Buy. Yeah, not bad actually artwork there. I kind of like that with King Kong, and then, her being really small and everything, just showing the size of King Kong. And, this movie, I saw this movie when it hit theaters, and I don't hate it. It's actually not a bad King Kong movie. It's better than the 70s version. But honestly, guys, one of my favorite movies of all time, swear to God, is the 1933 King Kong movie. That is one of my favorite movies of all time. I am a huge fan of that movie. I love it so much. It is absolutely phenomenal. And truth be told, this kind of is very lengthy. It's about 3 hours long of a movie. There's a lot of dead weight in the movie. I mean, I think it's good. I like the love story here. I think the love story is enhanced. I like the action stuff. I think the design of King Kong is great. I think there's a lot to love here. It's a big, huge CGI spectacle, which is not bad. Again, I feel like it's over bloated, and I mean, Peter Jackson always really loved King Kong, so I knew he was going to do something like this, but it just feels like a CGI extravaganza. Whereas I really love that 1933 King Kong movie. I like the design of King Kong. I like the black and white. I like the adventure aspect to it. It felt very creative. This is very creative too, but it feels, again, a little bit like a cash grab. But I do appreciate the movie overall, and I do like the actors. I think Jack Black does a great job in the movie. So does Adrian Brody. Naomi Watts kills it as well. It's a good movie, but I don't think it's a great movie. I do prefer the black and white one better. But definitely let me know what you think, what your favorite King Kong movie is. This comes with a limited edition disc, which has all of the same stuff as, like, I used to have the 3-disc DVD edition back in the day. And that edition had all of these bonus features as well. It had all the making of and all of the documentary stuff. It had all of that stuff back in the day. So this is just all of that stuff in a bonus disc form. But it does actually, I mean, if you're a fan of it, this is a really cool steelbook, and definitely probably one worth picking up, guys, if you're a fan of the movie. Then the next thing I'm seeing over here is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of the 1998 Godzilla for $19.99. They also have a only at Best Buy 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital steelbook here for $24.99. And nice. I was not expecting a exclusive for the 1998 Godzilla steelbook. I was not expecting that at all. That is really cool, man. I really love the artwork. I mean, I probably like the steelbook a little bit better than this one, but yeah, it's not bad at all. Very cool. And I know you guys are gonna fucking crucify me. I know you guys are, but I love the 1998 Godzilla movie. I absolutely love it. It is, I mean, I think it's better than the 2014 Godzilla movie. I think it is. I know you guys are going to kill me. You guys really are. But honestly, I really do think that. I like the cheesy acting here by Matthew Broderick and everybody else, by John Reno. I mean, I will admit the design of Godzilla is absolutely horrid. It is really terrible. The design is god-awful. It really does not look like Godzilla at all. But I like the action. I like the comedy. I like the cheesiness of it. It feels like a big summer blockbuster because it was. And I have fun with this movie. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It's a fun ride of a movie, cheesy as it is. I happen to really enjoy it, man. I just love it. I really do. I can't explain it, man. This is a big budget B movie, not a very great movie, but it's one I absolutely really enjoy, crazy enough. Yeah, you guys might consider me wrong, but I absolutely really do enjoy it. And a lot of the special features on Blu-ray here, I noticed, I used to have the DVD, and a lot of these special features are just carryovers from the DVD. There's nothing really new here, but it's kind of a shame. I would have loved like an updated commentary or something, but I mean, it's still really cool. It probably looks actually really good in 4K, honestly. I'd actually be very interested to see how it looks in 4K, but yeah, man, I really enjoy it. I know you guys are probably going to pick the 2014 Godzilla as the better one, but for me, guys, I love my cheese, and even big budget summer blockbuster cheese, I even love too. Not bad at all, man. Not bad one bit. Then over here we have the Blu-ray digital of Apollo 11 for $22.99 right here. And you know, I got a lot of facts and info from that movie First Man with Ryan Gosling, which is a great movie, by the way, and one that you guys really have to check out if you guys haven't. I mean, this is honestly a documentary. It's just, you know, found footage of all of this really great stuff that went on with the Apollo 11, and it's probably very fascinating, more fascinating than the actual, like, from the actual biopic. But honestly, I would think that if you watch Apollo 11 and then watch First Man, it's kind of a cool double feature, I think. I really do love those space exploration movies, and this is one I definitely got to check out, guys. It looks really, really cool. And again, I love the story from First Man, so for me, this is one I definitely got to check out, because if it's even better than First Man, then I definitely got to give it a look, guys. You get here discovering the 65mm footage and trailer. Not bad here, but it definitely, if you're a fan of it, definitely is one to probably check out, guys. And on the other side over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Fighting with My Family for $22.99 right here. And you know, just me being an old school wrestling fan, this movie definitely like warmed my heart in a big way. And I was thinking about what would be some other wrestlers that I would love to see them do a biopic on. And my favorite wrestler of all time is Bret the Hitman Hart, and I would love for them to one day do a biopic of Bret the Hitman Hart, man. I would love to see that, man. Very fascinating guy with his father and training in the dungeon and everything that he went through with the WWF and then going to the WCW. That would be fascinating. Other people like Shawn Michaels, and I would love to see an Andre the Giant one as well. There's so many great wrestlers that deserve some biopics as well here. Definitely let me know what some wrestlers out there that you guys think deserve the biopic treatment. But Honestly, guys, this is a really, really great movie as well. It's a great sort of wrestling comedy, and it's one I think you guys should definitely honestly check out. I really honestly do. It's a really solid movie, very well done. In some aspects, it definitely reminded me of that wrestling comedy from back in the day, Main Event, I believe it is. Really, really great one as well. There's some really good wrestling movies out there. Add this one to the list, guys, for sure. Now, it comes with a director's cut, and I'm not quite sure how much of a director's cut there actually is in here, how many minutes of extra footage it is. It might not be much. I do like the theatrical version, so I don't know what the director's cut can really add to it, but you get deleted and extended scenes, gag reel, a family's passion making of, learning the moves, and a feature commentary as well, which I love the feature commentary because we rarely get that with releases anymore, so that's very, very nice, guys. Not bad at all, man. Definitely give it a look. Then over here I'm seeing they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital 30th Anniversary Limited Edition only at Best Buy Steelbook for $21.99 right here. Oh, that's nice. I believe this got released this week as well, guys, and that is actually really awesome, man. Did not think we were going to see an exclusive for Field of Dreams, but, you know, go figure, but man, this is a really great classic movie. It's not only a classic Kevin Costner movie, but it's a classic baseball movie as well, guys. This is the one where you share with your kids if they're huge fans of baseball. It's just one I think people really fell in love with Kevin Costner, and it ranks right up there with the best baseball movies of all time, whether we're talking about The Natural or oh my God, there's so many other ones. I'm thinking Bull Durham as well, which Kevin Costner was in also. I mean, this ranks up there, man. Really, really great goddamn movie, man. So awesome. Kevin Costner is awesome in this. Everybody is. James Earl Jones, too. It's, man, classic. If you guys have not watched Field of Dreams, definitely get on it. You will not be disappointed. And this is actually a really cool steelbook. Really like this one a lot. Not bad at all. And you get deleted scenes from father to son, passing along the pastime, roundtable discussion, a diamond in the husk, feature commentary, and much, much more. Not bad. Not sure how it will look in 4K. Some of the older titles don't always look the greatest, so maybe this one might not be awesome, but I think if they do their due diligence and really clean it up really well, I mean, the 30th anniversary, they should, then it should look really well, guys. Definitely let me know what some of your favorite baseball movies are. But this is a really great movie. Definitely get up on it, guys. Then the next thing I'm seeing over here is they have Cold Pursuit, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $19.99, and the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $24.99 right here. And even though this is not a great Liam Neeson action movie, I do have to admit that he used to be a great action star, man. I mean, Darkman was really awesome. Rob Roy back in the day. I mean, The First Taken. I mean, come on. I just kind of feel like he was trying to always one-up himself, because I feel like once Taken came out and people loved Taken and it was a huge phenomenon, he was like, I'm just going to ride this train for as long as it takes me. And I don't feel he was ever successful. Like, that First Taken was great, and everything after that has not lived up to it. Even the Taken sequels haven't. And again, I like Liam Neeson. I want Liam Neeson to do different things. I want him to get out of the action thriller stuff, because again, he's past his prime. It's time to give other actors a chance. But again, I love the guy, and no matter what he's in, at least I'll see it. But yeah, this one is just okay. I think that the comedy here is a little goofy at times. Like I said, it does let this weird, like, death count kind of comedy thing in the movie, which actually kind of enhances it. But I know this is a remake of, I believe, a French film, which I never saw that as well. But it's a decent movie for a rainy day, but it's not a great action movie. Definitely better Liam Neeson action movies, but if you're a fan of Liam, definitely give it a shot, guys. And you get here deleted scenes, interview with Liam Neeson, interview with the director, behind the scenes, theatrical trailer, and more. Not bad for your money's worth, and if you're a fan, then those special features are actually pretty cool. Definitely get up on it if you're a fan, guys. Then the next I am seeing over here is they have Happy Death Day to You, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $22.99 right here. And You know, the director, Christopher Landon, before the movie came out, he actually ended up confirming that there was going to be a third movie in the series, like kind of like a capper to a trilogy. And, you know, unfortunately, the movie didn't make any kind of money at the box office. It's a real damn shame. It made no money at the box office whatsoever. It flopped big time. I don't know whether they didn't promote it well enough or people just didn't really like the plot and didn't really understand what they were going for. It's a real shame because I really would have liked to seen that trilogy. I really would have liked to seen it. I liked where they were kind of hinting at going. At the same time, I do have to admit, Happy Death Day to You, if this is the last one, it does finish it though. It does have a finite ending. It does feel like they finish it in a really nice way. I really like these two films, and I feel like, as I said before with The Prodigy last week, I feel like horror is not, it hasn't always been the greatest. You know what I mean, guys? I kind of feel like horror goes in waves, and there's kind of like a lull right now, but movies like Happy Death Day to You and The Prodigy, they're kind of cool little horror movies that kind of mix up the genre a little bit and kind of do something unique and interesting, which I really appreciate. I really enjoy the movie quite a bit, guys. Again, I really love both of them. I'm a fan of some of the PG-13 horror, and I think this is a unique horror film for its genre. It mixes the horror comedy really cool, and again, you have a great leading lady here as well. She's become one of my favorite leading ladies in the past couple years, so I am a big fan of this one, guys. It's a shame we're not going to get a third one, but if this is the end, hey, I was happy with it, guys. And you get here gag reel and deleted scenes, Never Ending Birthday, Web of Love, Tree's Nightmare, Multiverse 101, and more. I wish we would have gotten a commentary here. I would have loved to hear Christopher Landon's thoughts, but commentaries are going the way of the dinosaur, guys. We ain't getting much of them, but this is definitely a good one, guys. Definitely get up on this. It is a very worthy sequel. There's not many worthy horror sequels out there. Definitely let me know if you think of some really great worthy horror sequels, but this one I think is on the list, guys. Definitely check this one out, guys. Other than that, that does it for the new release section. Let's see if they got anything else. Alright, guys, we are over in this section of Best Buy, and the only other thing I'm seeing here is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Backdraft 2 for $15.99 right here. And, you know, see, there's a lot of sequels that come out years later that aren't really all that good, and they kind of tarnish the first film. I don't think this tarnishes the first film. Actually, I think it's pretty decent, to be honest with you. But ones that sort of come to mind that came out years later is The Godfather Part 3, which, quite honestly, I actually enjoy. I know you guys probably don't, but I absolutely enjoy it. And I was also thinking of Clerks 2, which I really do enjoy Clerks 2 quite a bit as well. I know there's some people that feel like movies that come out years later kind of tarnish the first film, like that sequel to Sin City that came out, A Dame to Kill or something like that. I didn't really care for that one. I thought that was a really lazy sequel, especially years later. I felt like they kind of missed the opportunity to do one a couple years after the fact. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting with Backdraft 2, but I really did quite enjoy it, man. It was cool to see William Baldwin back in a small role from the first film. Really cool to see Donald Sutherland as well. I was not expecting seeing him, man. He has a really cool role as well. I thought this was a really unique and interesting sequel. It's not great by any means. It's not one of the best sequels you'll ever watch in your entire life, but I thought for a straight to Blu-ray and DVD movie, I thought it was actually pretty decent. I absolutely really enjoyed it, guys, and I would honestly recommend it to you guys. Just don't go in with high expectations, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, man. I was honestly pleasantly surprised myself. Not bad at all. And there is no special features, which is a shame. I would have loved to have them talk about why they decided to make it and etc, but nothing like that, guys. But still a worthy sequel, definitely to check out, guys. And they still have over here the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of the first film for $18.99 as well. Not bad. Definitely get up on that, guys, if you're a huge fan of the movie. Probably looks fantastic on 4K. Alright, guys, that does it for Best Buy. Let's head out. Pretty damn good at Best Buy this week, guys. I was not expecting those steelbooks, the exclusive Best Buy steelbooks. I thought this week was not going to be exclusive, but the beast showed me up yet again, guys. very, very cool steelbooks, guys, and a lot of really great selection as well. Best Buy usually comes through, and this week is definitely no exception, guys. A lot of really great titles this week that came out at all the stores, some really good selection, and some really great surprises as well. All right, let's head home and finish the video. Alright everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week, and could we potentially be seeing my Walmart that I go to shrink the physical media down? Well, Target's already done it, guys, and to be honest, a lot of you guys out there have told me that a lot of the stores in your area have basically shrunk down the physical media as well. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. I don't know really how the setup's going to actually turn out yet. There's another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before we actually see what the final result is of all this. But, I mean, most stores are doing it anyways, guys, to be honest with you. That's sort of where I feel this is all headed with stores nowadays, is they are shrinking the physical media down to size. I mean, I'm honestly shocked that my Best Buy hasn't done it yet. I mean, most Best Buys I've seen have shrunk the physical media down in size. They've moved it all the way to the back of the store. Thankfully, my Best Buy has not done that yet. I mean, you know, only time will tell if more places will sort of shorten their physical media sections. I mean, the older lady at Walmart did sort of hint to me that how the setup was actually going to be, so maybe it might not change all that much. Maybe they're just moving things around just for the sake of updating stuff, but who really knows at this point? I mean, a lot of these places, especially Walmart, they carry a lot of these oddball titles, and sometimes, to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of that stuff just sits. It just really sits there and collects dust, and who knows whether Walmart really wants to put that space to better use or not. I mean, I think it's being put to good use. I love seeing that kind of stuff at Walmart, and I love seeing the more oddball releases and certain things like that. But, you know, you never know what the higher-ups, the corporate people are thinking, so you don't really know. But, I mean, time will tell, but we'll see what happens. Definitely let me know if you've seen the trend going the way of basically minimizing physical media. I've seen it too, so only time will tell, but now we'll see what happens with Walmart, guys. In the meantime, you know, I thought there was some really cool titles that really did come out this week. And again, I was really surprised about the steelbooks, the exclusives that we saw at Best Buy, man. You know, it always kind of surprises me because certain weeks where I'm like, yeah, we're not going to really get exclusives. Then I go into Best Buy and I'm like, boom, wow, man, I'm just shocked to shit because Best Buy sort of is one of those really nice surprises where you go in there and you're like, okay, I know I'm going to see the brand new releases, but every once in a while they really do pull out all the stops, man, and that's why I love going to Best Buy as the third location because you kind of think you know everything that you're going to get for the week, and then you get a really nice surprise, and this was definitely one of those nice surprises for sure, guys. But there was a lot of really great stuff coming out. You had horror, you had comedy, you had a lot of really, really great stuff coming out this week. So, I mean, there is something for you guys. Definitely let me know what you guys picked up. As far as I'm concerned, well, I got a package in the mail from Umbrella Entertainment. Now, when I got this, I thought to myself, I said, what did I order from Umbrella Entertainment? Like, I'm racking my brain thinking, what in God's name did I get from them? And to be honest with you, sometimes I pre-order so much stuff, guys, that sometimes, you know, a couple months down the line, I get the package in the mail, and I'm like, what exactly is this? Thankfully, I do remember what this one is now, guys, and basically, it's a great sword and sorcery movie from back in the day. I don't want to really spoil it too much, but Umbrella Entertainment was putting out a new Blu-ray of it, and I was like, okay, I gotta pick this up. I heard good things. I heard they updated the picture quality, and I heard that, you know, some new special features, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't have this in the collection yet, and I really do love this movie, so I'm gonna pick it up. So yeah, I'm hoping that it turns out great, that it's a great Blu-ray. So yeah, I picked this sucker up here, so hopefully this is a good one, guys. And well, I definitely gave some love to the stores, guys, because I went over to Best Buy and I picked up three Blu-rays. I picked up at Best Buy, man. Three of, well, two of the new releases and one that was an exclusive that was an older title, and I wanted to pick it up. I It's definitely an upgrade in the collection, so yeah, I couldn't resist. So I definitely was supporting the stores in a big bad way this week, guys. So I got three Blu-rays from Best Buy. I also have a package in the mail from Umbrella Entertainment. So 4 Blu-rays this week, guys, on top of the other 4 that I got last week as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm getting for the month of May, guys. It is really a lot of stuff, man. But it's some really cool stuff. Some cool exclusives, collector's editions, limited editions, brand new releases, some B movies, some cool surprises as well. Yeah, man, I've got a really great variety coming up for this month, man, and I am so literally happy with everything I'm getting so far, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I picked up, everything that I got for the month of May. That I will show all of this off in my Blu-ray pickups video, which will drop at the beginning of next month. It'll show off all of the releases that I picked up for the month, and like I said, man, some really great varieties, even that out-of-print Code Red title that I am so proud to have in the collection now, guys. So much more stuff that I will show off, so definitely tune into that video when it drops, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray Tuesday videos that I do every single week. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos I do every single month. Check out the theatrical movie reviews I do with my friends every single week, plus so much more content that's on the channel. If you love physical media and movies, hit subscribe and be a part of the Film Fan Nation. I just want to thank all of my subscribers, man, so goddamn much. You guys are, oh man, you guys are absolutely amazing. And, you know, whether you've been with the channel for, you know, a little bit of time or whether you've been here for a long time, I appreciate every single one of you, man. I really do. The fact that you guys take time out of your busy lives to watch any of the videos just shocks the living shit out of me. It really does. So that does not get lost on me in the least, guys. It does not get lost on me. When I'm at my regular job working, I'm always thinking to myself that this is crazy, the fact that I go home and do YouTube and people care about what I have to say at all. So trust me, I appreciate you guys every single day, every single minute of every single hour. I really do. You guys send the love to me in a big bad way, and I hope I share the love right back to you guys. I really hope I do. And before I leave, guys, I did want to talk about a couple of people who literally just passed away. I'm kind of shocked about it. One is Tim Conway, who just passed away. And, oh man, you know, it's kind of funny. These two people who passed away, Tim Conway being the first, you know, a lot of you guys probably don't know a lot of their movies. They're older actors, and they've done a lot of movies, they've done a lot of TV, but I feel like, you know, a lot of this new generation of film lovers don't really know a lot of the old school stuff that these people have been a part of. So I definitely think you guys should definitely look into these actors and look into their older body of work, because it is really great. As far as Tim Conway is concerned, the first time I ever actually saw Tim Conway in anything was a movie that I saw a long time back called Dear God, and with Greg Kinnear. And I was watching Dear God, and I'm like, man, Tim Conway is really funny in this, man. He's a really funny guy. I wonder what else he's done. And that's when I delved into his TV work, the comedy specials he did, the stuff on the Johnny Carson show. He was a really great comedian, a really great improv comedian. He did a lot of those old school roast stuff back in the day, the Dean Martin stuff, and he was just, he seemed like a really genuine, funny guy that loved to make people laugh, that loved to make people smile. He seemed like somebody who just wanted to make the world smile. And I really appreciate that. Sometimes, in life you just need it. And Tim Conway seemed like one of those guys, very old school, somebody who really respected the craft, respected all of his elders, and just wanted to do the best that he possibly could to be a funny comedian. And I think he did a great job, man. I mean, you go back and you look at those old school videos that he did. They're on Facebook, they're on YouTube. Check them out. He was funny as hell, man. He really was. And oh man, he's really gonna be missed because yeah, that stuff still to this day I can watch it and it just makes me laugh, dude. It really does. So he's definitely easily gonna be missed, guys. And the other person who passed away is Doris Day. Doris Day passed away at age 97, guys. 97. My God, man. She lived a long life, man. And she was a fantastic actress. She was one of the huge actresses of her day, man. She did some wonderful work. Pillow Talk, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Send Me No Flowers, plus so much more movies that she was a part of. Later in her life, she did not do a lot of work, or barely any at all. She definitely went away from the limelight and the spotlight. But, I feel those movies that she was a part of, even though they're kind of quaint compared to today's standards, I really feel like if you go back, those movies really, they really sort of set a standard for leading ladies, and I feel like she was definitely somebody who sort of paved the way for a lot of females going forward. And a lot of those movies, yeah, they're older, yeah, I don't think a lot of people really are into those movies anymore, especially the black and white stuff. But honestly, I would encourage you guys to go back and check some of that stuff out because I always think, and it's just me, I feel like the past informs the present and the future. So a lot of the older style films of the 30s and 40s and 50s, 60s, you name it, even though maybe they're not as popular now as compared to back in the day, I almost feel like they're essential viewing because you can't have the movies of today without the movies of the past. And people like Doris Day and people like Tim Conway, they paved the way for a lot of other people going forward. And I think it's important to acknowledge them. I think it's important to acknowledge the contribution that they made to film and TV. So definitely go back and check their work, guys, really. And as long as we remember them, as long as we remember the movies and the TV shows and sort of the entertainment that they gave us, then their legacy will never be forgotten, guys. So definitely look into their work because it is definitely well worth it, guys, for sure. So Tim Conway and Doris Day, you will greatly be missed, and I'm sure you are in heaven having a ball with a lot of your friends. You will definitely be missed. Alright guys, that'll do it for the out and about video. Again, I hope you picked up something good. Definitely go back and check out those actors' works. Very well worth it to check out some of the old school films. And I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care guys, and happy hunting.